I'm Virginia McGathey here on the floor at the CME Group reporting on the livestock market. The cattle dropped today. That cash cattle is really starting to deteriorate here this week. I think a real decline in open interest has left futures kind of holding the bag, and the market was sinking a lot harder than it had been over the last couple of weeks. There's just nothing doing with until tomorrow or Friday, and we hope that there might be a little bit more of an increase of some kind of trade, but it seems that the bottom kind of fell out a little bit. Feeders also fell hard, and those margins are really reducing and kind of like chasing the packers away, and all of a sudden those bids were gone and the market really slipped pretty good. A lot more than we really expected. Even with the U.S. dollar index a little bit lower, we thought that there might be a little bit of an uptick, but overall the U.S. dollar is still strong. The trade wars are definitely affecting these markets, and every once in a while we get days like this where it really gives back any kind of gains that we get. So we're watching that closely. The market is really looking for some fresh news that could possibly underpin some of the futures prices. But today everything slipped pretty good. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get a little more trade towards the end of the week, and this is kind of what's been happening at this time of year. Normally in August we get the market a little bit stronger, and it doesn't really fall off until later, but it kind of just hit a wall and fell right off the cliff. The market didn't completely go limit down, but it was down pretty hard. Now hogs really gapped down. It seems that those carcass values dropped about $1, I think, on weaker demand. And we have to say that with the big run-up that we've had over the last 3 or 4 days, we knew that there was going to be a little bit more vulnerable for some correction or a little bit of a retracement, because we had a few gap-up days. That being said, that there is still some issues in China with the disease, but the talks with the trade talks that are supposed to be happening here in the next couple of weeks, we still haven't heard anything yet, and so we really need relief for that hog complex and for the pork producers to really get any kind of relief here. Right now we're keeping our fingers crossed. There is no word really from the NAFTA talks yet. They are looking better, but nothing that we can really sink our teeth into, and I think that's what added also to somewhat of the pullback in the lean hog market. We're watching it closely, but it still is up off its low from about a week ago. And we're keeping our fingers crossed that it's going to stay up this high. That's all from the floor at the CME Group. Here in Chicago, I'm Virginia McGathey.